Hello, everyone. This is our Hawaiian Volcano Summary for March 26, 2026. Kīlauea is still in its ongoing pause after episode 43. Second week now that we've been in pause with stormy weather coming through. This live view with the V3 camera is showing not only the active degassing from the south and north vents, but also other steam in the area blowing off the crater floor and out over the caldera walls. Pretty nice views there. Looking back at the past week, these are just the daytime views all spliced together. Most of the time we're having Kona winds blowing the VOG to the east-northeast. But in more recent days, we've had the weather switch back to trade winds with the winds on the screen blowing from right to left. Otherwise, there's not been much action visibly during the daytime with the vents. At night, we have a little bit better insight into lava levels from the glow. And so you see here the south vent intermittently glowing and stronger over the past week, with the north vent joining in more recent days. Not only that, the USGS has conducted some flyovers and shot this photograph capturing spattering within the south vent, as well as what has shown up on the webcams in recent days. Looking at the ground tilt, there has been an effect of the storm on the actual data coming through, but also on a network itself, forcing the USGS to rely on other summit instruments like this one at summer camp, whose tilt meter is showing this steady reinflation of the summit ever since the end of episode 43. The usual instrument at Uekahuna had a data outage which was not recovered, and so here you see that estimated level of tilt corrected based on that other reference station, marking the recovery post 43 towards an episode 44. And given this slower rate and the magnitude yet to go, the most recent USGS forecast issued today on Thursday is noting April 5th to 15th as the forecast window, with no activity significant in either of the rift zones, and several summit stations to remain offline until access is reestablished across the deep tephra field south of the caldera. So that's the instrumentation and the data update. Here's a view from the B1 camera, looking from the south at this Kona weather winds with lots of steam from rain showers and switching to trade winds in more recent days. Even with the trade winds, we can look at the VOG forecast dashboard here and note that much of that VOG is blowing to the south and the west part of the island, affecting communities such as Pahala, Ocean View, and South Kona over there. And if we look at current conditions from the Purple Air Citizen Science Monitoring Network, you'll see similar data as that, with largest effects in Pahala, which was higher earlier in the day and varies depending on the wind direction, all the way around to South Kona on the west coast. Seismically, earthquakes have been normal this past week, with continuing activity, low levels on the south flank, and again under the summit, both at shallow levels and deep levels that also match the deep Pahala earthquake swarm ongoing. I'm looking at the past month. Earthquake rates are at reasonable levels within the background, neither too high or too low, and within the normal bands of depths that we've seen in recent past. So nothing abnormal here, just a continuation of the ongoing adjustments of the volcano. And that's our Hawaiian Volcano Summary for this week.